If you're like me, you've probably already decided 10 different things that you need to spend your stimulus check on. In fact, before I even had my stimulus check, I already spent it in my mind like 10 times. And the day we got our stimulus check, we spent it. Literally 5 minutes after getting it, it was like we just took it and bought something. And I'm sure a lot of people do that, right? Because this is an opportunity to receive money that you weren't really expecting in the first place, and that'll allow you to buy something you've been thinking about, like a new couch or that PS5, or something really, really important like a limited edition Polly Pocket playset, which in fact was my purchase. First thing, just want to get out there is that if you need the stimulus check to spend on, paying your rent or surviving, then by all means, use the money for that purpose. You have to take care of yourself first. But if you're in a situation where maybe you just can consider that money as extra or as a bonus, then I highly encourage you to consider how you can take that money and invest it in cryptocurrency. Now, I'm not here just to be that conspiracy theorist who's just like, you need to get into Bitcoin. Bitcoin. No, but the reality is that cryptocurrency is the way of the future, and it's better to get in it now than when maybe it's too late. More and more people are losing trust in the dollar, and people are taking their dollars and investing them in other things, such as real estate, collectibles, cryptocurrency, or whatever it may be. And to many, these investments are seen as risky. But keeping all of your wealth in cash very well could be the riskiest thing of all. So to be clear, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. And cryptocurrency is, in fact, a risky business. So I don't suggest you invest in it unless you have money that you're essentially willing to lose, because we don't know the state of cryptocurrency in the future. I think very likely it's going to be very part of life, but you can't say for sure which cryptocurrencies are going to survive, which ones are going to fail, or how much return on investment you're going to get. Nobody really knows. So the stimulus check is a great opportunity where we have extra money that we may have not needed before. So because of the risky nature of cryptocurrency, the stimulus check may be a great opportunity to jump in this game with money that you may not have expected in the first place. And I'm going to show you 3 different ways to do this. So I'm not just giving you, buy this cryptocurrency and become a millionaire, because that's not always how it works. Unfortunately, that's not the case for me anyways. If you are new here, this is Code Breakthrough, and we post daily crypto updates at 10 a.m. every morning. If you want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency, be sure to slap that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified of my new videos. So let's get started. I decided to split this up in 3 sections. So the first one is basically holding cryptocurrency, or what you'll hear as HODL. So HODL is just a misspelling of hold, often used when talking about cryptocurrency. The second one is cryptocurrency trading, and we're going to talk about why people dislike this or like it and the risks of it too. And then the third thing we're going to talk about is crypto mining, how to get started actually getting new cryptocurrency, newly minted cryptocurrency, and getting coins of cryptocurrencies that may not be in circulation yet. This third one could be one of the best ways to get in early on a new cryptocurrency and see that cryptocurrency go up significantly in value over time. Because it seems like, you see that great investment, but you're already too late because it already blew up. The price has already increased 20,000, such as Bitcoin. But what if you can get there early for one of these upcoming cryptocurrency projects? That's what we'll talk about in that third section. So option 1 is to hodl some cryptocurrency. Basically buy a few cryptocurrencies, lock them away, never to be seen again, pretend they're not there, and hopefully see that value go up over time. Lots of people did this with Bitcoin back when it was, a few $1,000s. This is essentially how I categorize myself as an investor in cryptocurrency. I like to buy cryptocurrencies and then just keep them over time. Unfortunately, my biggest weakness is keeping these cryptocurrencies long enough to see that growth. So for this situation, out of sight, out of mind is probably best. And if you want to do this long term, then you need a hardware wallet or something that you're not actively using that you can send these funds to. If you just have these monies sitting in your account on some exchange, more than likely you're going to end up selling those or trying to buy the next big thing and losing out on that growth. Because it's always tempting to buy what everybody else wants to buy and what's growing, but that'll often be the thing that loses money, such as when I bought Dogecoin at like 8 cents. Well, that was its highest at that point. Someone just asked me if I was good with this crypto stuff. Psh. So here's what you want to do if you want to start hodling cryptocurrency. Find a few cryptocurrencies that you find interesting or think will go up in value over time. So this can be a research project, ask your smart friends or watch YouTube videos, but don't always buy into the hype because you don't want to fall for a pump and dump scheme where some influencer influences everybody to buy this cryptocurrency for them to sell it off at a higher price. And this is often done in groups of large people really pushing a cryptocurrency to try to spike that price just so then they can dump those coins and make profit. So watch out for that. And I would really try to stick to coins that are a staple in the cryptocurrency industry. So here's an example investment portfolio, 50% in Bitcoin, and then with the other 50% investing in 5 altcoins. For example, Ethereum, Cardano, Bitcoin Cash, Uniswap, and Yearn Finance. These are 5 cryptocurrencies that have potential to be very successful projects, or already are very successful projects. This gives a pretty decent variety such that if one cryptocurrency was trash and it fell off, maybe there was some big bug in the code that nobody noticed and someone exploited that code. Well, in that situation, that value for that cryptocurrency might tank to essentially 0. But in that scenario, you still have 5 other coins that could go up 2, 3, 10 times in value. And in that situation, you're probably going to cover those losses. So that's the thing with cryptocurrency. You definitely want to approach it with a diversification attitude because each individual coin is indeed high risk. Even if it's stated to be very secure, cryptocurrency as an industry is still very high risk. Even the Bitcoin website says that it's experimental, even though, there hasn't really been any really big issues with Bitcoin, or a lot of these other cryptocurrencies have even done very well over time. There's still risk. We'll talk a little bit more about that risk when we get to Bitcoin mining or cryptocurrency mining, because cryptocurrency mining and a strong mining network actually helps give confidence in the security of a coin. And I'll explain what that means later on. The second route that everybody wants to do is cryptocurrency trading. Now, I don't do cryptocurrency trading really a whole lot beyond just to learn some of the basics because I don't want to spend the time doing that. I'd rather just invest in cryptocurrencies, create content, and do what I do best. However, if you're looking for something to make a little bit more money, you want to increase your money a lot, well, in that situation, then you might want to check out cryptocurrency trading. Now with this, here's what you don't want to do. And so many people tell me cryptocurrency is gambling or day trading is gambling, but it's not gambling if you approach it without the gambling mindset. So many people go into this saying, oh, I think this cryptocurrency is going to go up a few dollars, so I'm going to invest my entire net worth in this cryptocurrency and then see that go up a little bit and then sell it all. But it doesn't really work like that. Instead, your trades, your offers are just a small percentage of your entire portfolio, so that if any trade is successful or a trade fails, that doesn't drastically impact your total value. But then you just do a bunch of these trades such that over time, you're making more money than you're losing. Yes, you're going to lose money sometime, but you're also going to win a lot of money sometimes too. And it's all about, over time, how do those numbers add up? You also have to consider if you're doing these trades and during that, the price of a cryptocurrency quadruples, well, it may have been better just to hold those cryptocurrencies. So when you're starting this, you might want to just write down the values of what your cryptocurrencies are. And then at the end of your trading, check what your value would have been if you just holded those cryptocurrencies and didn't do the trading. In pretty much any trading platform, there are things you can do to reduce risk and make it not gambling. For example, you can set a stop limit, which will help prevent huge loss if an asset goes down a lot in value. Alternatively, you can avoid things like leverage, which can actually put you in the negatives and then you owe money. I'm not really a huge fan of that, but people who are really big into trading and want to get as much gains as possible, that's a really popular thing. You can leverage and get a little bit more buying power and get higher gains if you know what you're doing, which most people don't, including myself. But there's lots of different tutorials out there if you want to get started with that. What trading platform to use? Well, they're all pretty good, but my favorite is probably Binance, at least as of right now. So check out my link if you want to get started with Binance. I'll leave it below. You can also use this platform for just buying cryptocurrencies and selling cryptocurrencies every now and again. You don't have to be trading numerous times a day or anything. With education and sound investing principles, I think trading can become a viable income source. And it doesn't have to be all or nothing where you make $1 million or you go broke. It can be something that offers a continual income over time and a growth in your total asset value. But getting started, it's very, very challenging. So I would consider, if you do end up spending your stimulus check on trading, well, you might just want to consider that $1,200 as a learning fee so you can learn the ropes, or you can try something like paper trading or whatever. Just get some practice before you just put all your money in and hope to make some money, because that's where the risk is. Path number 3, the path of a cryptocurrency miner, where everybody hates you and you're ruining the network and you're ruining the prices of graphical processing units. Well, this is the reputation you're probably going to build if you do cryptocurrency mining. But I don't think this reputation is 100% valid. What a lot of people don't realize, especially those not already in cryptocurrency, is that Bitcoin miners, or just general cryptocurrency miners, they support the network and make it very difficult to hack or be malicious against. And the reason this is because, if you're competing with a very large, very strong network and you're trying to be malicious, well, you have a lot of competition. And the cost of doing pretty much anything with these networks is very expensive. So for example, there's a common attack, a 51% attack, where someone tries to acquire 51% of the mining power. This essentially gives them free reins over the network for a period of time. And this is a big problem. But a large network such as Bitcoin has never experienced this problem. If we were to cut mining, well, that network becomes more insecure. So the people that are buying cryptocurrencies but dislike miners for some reason, well, they don't get how it works. And also, I'm not here to really get into the environmental impact of mining, but I think part of the reason why everybody is hating significantly on Bitcoin mining is because it's extremely easy to measure, so it's always used as an example. I think there's just more to it than, oh, Bitcoin uses electricity, therefore it's bad. Well, everything uses electricity, and Bitcoin does offer something valuable in exchange. So it's not all bad. Is it the best solution? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not an expert on energy consumption, but there are other options out there that may make it a little bit more green. So one research thing that I'm doing is hard drive mining. This is something that, picked up some hype in the last couple of years, but a project hasn't really been wildly successful with it. But there is a new one specifically that I'm going to be doing some content on, so be sure to subscribe if you're interested in that. And this is something where it's not an oversaturated network, so if you're getting in at the right time, you have a pretty good chance of actually making some cryptocurrency. This, in my opinion, is probably the best thing you can do out of all 3 of these options. I think any of them are good, but realistically, getting into mining is going to give you something physical that you can see and configure, and it's going to force you to learn so much more and start to think about, how can I increase my profits with this, or like build another machine and scale out, or whatever it might be. You have so much more control, and you know that you're supporting a network in the process. It really depends on what cryptocurrency you decide to mine, but my suggestion is maybe try to find some newer cryptocurrencies that you have a higher chance of getting some cryptocurrency and the network is not super oversaturated. However, this is something that you're probably not going to make $1,200 right away, and you also can't as easily sell or cash out of your investment. So this is a long-term thing, and with this, you should expect to invest in your time and energy in cryptocurrencies that may or may not take off. But getting your foot in the door is the start. So now that I'm learning about this project, I'm starting to learn about other cryptocurrency mining projects and how to optimize and just continue building my hardware, I guess. So those are my 3 ideas. So the first one, HODL. Second one is trade, and the third one is mine. What I want you to do is leave a comment in the comment section below on which of these 3 you would choose if you could only choose one, and why. That's all I have in this video. If you've enjoyed it, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for tomorrow's video. See ya. Oh, and don't forget the bell icon. It's like a It looks like a little bell, and it gives you notifications when I upload content. So make sure you do that too.